Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Vintage Cube. Once more into the fray, and, well, we start with a Mox, so that's good news. It's a fairly unremarkable pack outside of that as well, so it's a good thing this Mox is here. If it wasn't here, I'd be picking, like, Loose Focus or Fatal Push, something like that, I think. Those are the best cards otherwise, but yeah, this is a weak pack. I do not envy whoever we're passing to. This is slim pickings even for pick 2, I think. But that's not a problem for us. We get to start with a Mox. Alright, what do we have here? Well, significant drop in quality, as one might expect, but we have Balance is a strong card, and I mean, it's good with Moxes, right, obviously. But it's not like we're going to have lots of Moxes. There's Grist, which is just a good card in general. It is 2 colors, which I don't love early. Reprieve is a good card. I think those are the 3 competitors. Grief is sort of an honorable mention, but it needs a little bit more to go right, I think. I'm going to try Balance. I haven't really played with Balance much recently, and, it can be fun in the artifact-style decks. We'll see if it works out or not. It's definitely a bit of a riskier pick than Reprieve, but it is a good card. Not really a great follow-up to Balance here. I mean, Chromatic Star, I suppose. I wanted to lean really hard into that. I could also take something like 6 or Wasteland, I think are reasonable options. I have been somewhat impressed with 6. It's a strong threat. The reach actually matters a surprising amount of time. Wasteland, obviously just fine. Let me take Wasteland. It's a little less committal. I think 6 is probably the slightly better card, but I don't know if I want to commit to green right now, so Wasteland can go into a lot of decks as long as we have the fixing to support it. Okay, the artifacts aren't really flowing, so I think this Balance is probably not really going to happen. That's fine, though. There's Vampiric Tutor, which can be good in the right sort of deck. There's Malcolm. It's just a generically decent card. Nice with Mox, you can power it out right away. And then there's Sedgemoor Witch for the whole combo that's now in the cube. Which, I mean, is a good combo. Definitely true. I think I'm just going to take Malcolm. I've liked this. It's a solid 2-drop. We have Mox. Let's get it out there. Okay, I might take Walk-in Closet now. Wasteland is obviously not quite as good as Strip Mine. There's also Ramen up here, but I think I prefer the Walk-in Closet. And yeah, otherwise there's like Everflowing Chalice to kind of go back on the balance plan. There's Cryptic and Displacer Kitten as kind of options, Healy, but I have a Wasteland. I don't mind doing this. Huh. Weird packs, honestly. We got a Wheel of Fortune, a World Spine Worm. That's not really good unless we get Flash or something. Brainstorm. Grab is very good. I might take Wheel. It's not currently looking amazing, but it's a powerful card, so maybe we can do something with it later. Could just take a Brainstorm, of course. Nothing wrong with a Brainstorm. But I do like having access to Wheel of Fortune. It just opens up some avenues that might otherwise not be available. Could take Lightning Greaves and hope for a Nadu. It's a good combo. It's Chrome Host Seed Shark, which looks okay. There's a Blood Crypt. We currently don't have any black cards, so kind of the one duel that wouldn't really help us. I could take Territorial Kavu and lean into 4-color stuff. We don't really have fixing for it. Satyr Wayfinder is, I guess, a combo with Walk-in Closet to some extent. I think I'm taking the Greaves. It looks a little silly, but we might get rewarded for it. We'll see. I don't really know what this deck is trying to do right now. That definitely worries me, but, maybe we'll figure it out. I don't know about Satya. I mean, we are technically in all these colors, so it's not bad. I could take a Daze. I could take a Generous End because I do have this that I'm looking to play. Again, more black lands, not really that helpful. Let's take Ent. Okay, now there's a Hedge Maze I can grab. That seems better than Eternal Witness, which currently doesn't do anything. Not really looking to Ulamog or Gush all that much. Yeah, let's grab a Hedge Maze that our Generous End can fetch. Okay, the Grist came back. I could take it now. It is another color, but Balance is and Wheel of Fortune aren't really all that committal, and I do think Grist is good. Ignoble's also excellent, but let me grab the Grist here. And now there's a Baleful Strix. Okay. Sure, maybe we're in Sultai, it turns out. Maybe all that black fixing would have been good. I don't know about a Wish Claw. I'd rather have an Insidious Fungus. Yeah, sure, I'll take a Fungus. Guess I'll take a Displacer Kitten and Commercial District versus Memory. And we do have a Wheel of Fortune. But I guess if we were playing Wheel of Fortune, we're going to want the red over the Profts. Okay, so let's cut Balance, and Wheel of Fortune is probably getting cut for now as well. Obviously, if we pick up like a Hull Breacher or Orcish Bowmasters or something like that, it's going to become a lot better. Narset is another option to go with it, though I don't know if I want to first pick a Narset here. That being said, there's not anything else that's great. A little bit of a weak pack. I mean, the Dak Faden and Fire Covenant are good, but those are also red cards, so... wow. Terrible pack for us, honestly. Fire Covenant really routinely wheels, which makes me want to just skip it for now. I guess I could take Ketria Triome. It's another green-blue land, which I guess isn't really that helpful. I guess I'll take the Narset and look to maybe include the wheel. So, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Narset's a fine card on our own anyway. Okay, well now there's a Psychic Frog. I will be taking that over Force of Will. I think Psychic Frog is really, really busted. Force of Will obviously great too, but the frog is the truth here, so let's go with it. What is this? Okay, Watery Grave looks really nice, because I am playing blue-black. It's definitely better than Vista. There's like a Subtlety, there's, I mean, Stoneforge, I guess, but that's not really what we're doing. Yeah, let's just take Watery Grave, be happy with that. This wheel can slowly sneak back in. Okay, there's Zurin Orb. We do have the walk-in closets, so there's some potential there. Couple of lands here. Savia Triome's kind of like the worst possible Triome. Yeah, these aren't like the greatest lands. I think I might just take Mystic Confluence. We don't really have ramp for it, but 5 isn't like crazy. You can put 5 drops in your deck. This is a good one. Do that. Got a Deathrite, kind of anti-synergy with Walk-in Closet, and we don't have a ton of fetches or anything, so I don't think I'm taking Deathrite. I think I might just take a land here, probably a Botanical Sanctum over these other ones. If we were playing white, I would take Celestial Colony. I think that card's excellent, but not, so let's go Botanical Sanctum. Okay, more lands is good. Probably just take a Trop. Jetmir's Garden, no, not really useful. Factor Fiction would be good. We didn't end up any elves, though, with any elves, so... I don't want too many expensive cards. Let's just grab a Trop. It does duplicate the Hedge Maze, but the fact that it's untapped is pretty nice. Okay, there's the Fast Bond. I will be taking that one. So now you have Fast Bond Walk-in Closet. If that Zurin Orb wheels, that's big. Even if it doesn't, though, the Wasteland combo is still very real. Watery Grave, we already have Watery Grave, so I don't need Underground Sea quite as much. Uro would be a nice one, but let's not mess that up. Let's take the Fast Bond. Ooh, I do like Ursine Monstrosity and Sentinel. I think those are both excellent cards. This could be kind of a funny Bazaar deck with Fast Bond Walk-in Closet. It's kind of just card advantage, but I'm going to take Ursine. I think this card just hits like a truck. So let's go for it. Okay, it's our opening pack. I guess now we'll take the Ketra Triome. This feels like a good time to pick that up. Let's just splash the red a little bit. And now we have Oddity, Waterlog Grove, Terra Sunder. I think I might just take Tidebinder. Tidebinder is just a solid little card. It does some things. And I guess Subtlety over Ghost Vacuum. Yeah, especially with Wheel of Fortune in the deck, which... So, oh, Zern Orb Wield. Fantastic. All right. So we have the full combo. Copperline Gorge versus Force. I'll take the Force of Vigor. That's a nice card to have sometimes. Treachery. Might even just play it. I don't have much removal, so Treachery is a good one. Okay, so it'd be nice to find a way to use infinite mana at some point so we can do the whole fast bond thing. Because it's technically infinite life, but doing that on Magic Online's a pain in the butt, so I don't really want to. Ooh, there we go. Upheaval's one way to do it. There is Windswept Heath. Mind Twist doesn't really look that good. We don't have early accelerants, so I don't think Mind Twist is what we want to do. Yeah, I mean, Upheaval with the combo is really good. Outside of that, it's kind of a crappy card for us, unfortunately. Mystical Tutor is fine. I mean, Windswept Heath picks up quite a few good duels, so I'm not against that one. And having a fetch land with Walk-in Closet's really good too. Yeah, I'm gonna see if this Upheaval wheels. It probably won't, but I think the fetch land's actually really important. I could take Emrakul if I wanted, but no, I'll take Oko. Oko's just great. Another thing we can do for 3 mana. I mean, I'd love a Flooded Strand, Overgrown Tomb, all these things are excellent. I'd happily play Jace, but let's take Oko. Now we've got Currency Converter. Not amazing synergy with anything except, I guess, Psychic Frog and Wheel. Those are both good synergies with Converter. Savannah's not doing anything for me. What else is in this pack? I mean, Fear of Missing Out's kind of whatever. Bristly Bill. Bristly Bill Psychic Frog's kind of a funny synergy, I guess. And it's also nice with the walk-in closet stuff. Maybe that's the pick. I could take Kaido, but I don't even know what Kaido's doing for us. I guess I'll take Bill. It's like, not the most exciting in the world, but we'll do it. Okay, Walking Ballista's a nice one. That's a card I'm happy to just play, and then if I have infinite mana, it kills them, so... I think that feels pretty good. Feels better than these green cards. One of those might wheel anyway. Yora's not really anything special in this deck. Yeah, let's take the Ballista. Now there's a Breeding Pool and Nissa. Kind of interesting. Not really any of these things. I mean, Jace is definitely fine, but... let's see. I have 8 lands, 9, 10 lands. So I'm on 19 playables. I don't think I'm going to struggle for playables, though, and Breeding Pool is good. I already have a Trop, I guess, so it's not as important, but, like, it's still good. I could take the Bat. I don't have any interaction, really, other than, like, Mystic Confluence and Subtlety, I guess, so having a Bat is nice. Yeah, maybe my mana's good enough that I can just afford to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, Strip Mine. That is huge, actually. Strip Mine means the whole walk-in closet combo gets a lot better. Might be looking to play 18 lands now with Wasteland Strip Mine. Well, 17 plus a Mox, or 16, I guess, plus a Mox in it. You get the point. Besage is nice. Caryatid is nice. Library's alright. I don't really have any ways to get card advantage yet. These Greaves probably aren't making it. We can see the Nadu. Still not sure about the Wheel of Fortune. We'll have to see about that one. Seiju, Sylvan, or other Sylvan? I reserve the Besage while I think about it. I don't think it's Caryatid. I mean, it's nice that it fixes, but we don't really need to accelerate to 4 that much. Sylvan Library is card advantage. Yeah, I think that actually is better. Definitely a close one there. Snapcaster isn't doing a whole lot in this deck. I don't have white fixing for a Teferi, though I would like him. Curtain, I guess, is like playable. Weak pack there. Okay, now there's a Mind Twist, a White of the Reliquary. So how does this work? You sack a creature and get a land. I have creatures to sack. I have Baleful Strix is an okay one. Insidious Fungus, I'm not happy to sack. Grist Tokens, I'm pretty happy to sacrifice. I might try it out. It's kind of cool, and having access to our Wasteland Strip Mine stuff is nice. Alright, Jace versus Emrakul. There's no way to put Emrakul play other than infinite mana, so I think I'll Jace. And I want an Unearth. It's Grist, which is a big deal. It's like all of my creatures. I actually think it might be good here. Kira versus Preacher. I'll take a Preacher. That card's fine. Okay, I'll happily take an Otawara. Metamorph, we'll see. It might make the cut, and Talisman probably won't. I think I might cut the Wheel and the Narset. The Narset just doesn't find very many things in this deck. It's a lot of creatures. And without the Narset, the Wheel's pretty bad, so just lets me not have to play an extra colors, so I think that'll be pretty nice. Let's just cut both of those. And that gives me 10, 11, 12 lands currently, which means we're on 24 playables. So I probably want to cut 2 cards, I think. Because like I said, I do want to play an extra land with having Strip Mine and Wasteland as options. So let's move all these for a moment. Let's see. Insidious Fungus is definitely cuttable. It's like a nice flexible card, but it's not very efficient. It is nice with an Earth sometimes. Curtains also potentially cuttable. Bill is potentially cuttable. The white is probably cuttable, but I want to try it, so I'll leave it in. Preacher is not anything amazing. Tashana's isn't anything amazing. Metamorph's not amazing. I think I like the Jace. I think I like the Treachery just because we have so little removal that it'll be good to have something. Okay, so 2 of these 6 have got to go. What is Metamorph copying that's very exciting? Not really much. I'm mostly getting something that costs less mana, so I think Metamorph can go. If our opponent has good targets, I'll bring it in. Tidebinder's nice because it's flexible. Curtain is nice because it interacts, and it's cheap. Fungus, like I said, a little inefficient, but we don't have any other disenchants in the deck at the moment, so I kind of want to keep it. So I think these 3 are in, and then we got to decide between Preacher and Bristly Bill. Bristly Bill is kind of nice. It is another way to combo the whole Zernor walk-in closet situation. You just get infinite 1/1 counters, which is a good way to win the game. So I think I'll play that, and we'll cut the Preacher. It's definitely a fine card, but it's not anything critical to the operation of the deck. All right, let's try this. Add all these lands. I guess I don't need the commercial district. And maybe I can cut Catch Your Triumph as well at that point. We'll see if I want that one back or not. It's just a tapped duel. Let's see. Green, blue, just blue, green, blue. We got a couple of colorless lands. Got a black, blue. This is green, blue only. This is green, blue only. Does adding Catch Your Triumph change that? No, it does not. So I don't think there's any reason. We have 3 duels that we can fetch already. There's not really a reason to add another one. That's kind of bad. So let's see. We do have a decent amount of black cards and like no black sources. I'm gonna have to be pretty heavy on swamps. Like we literally just have the 1 watery grave and no way to fetch it, unfortunately. So I'm gonna need, how many lands do I get? 8. Probably need at least 5, if not 6 swamps. That's kind of rough. Blue we have a lot though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue already. So 1 island should be more than enough. They have a couple of double blue cards, but whatever. And I mean, I guess this is all I get if I'm doing it this way, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green. Oof, that's a little tough. I'll probably do it like this. Don't love that like all my basics are swamps, but that's just the way it is. And I don't think I can shave this down color-wise. It's just the way it ended up. I thought our fixing was a bit better than it was. I mean, maybe I want to play the Catcher Triumph then? I can cycle it and then play it back, which is kind of cool. I could maybe cut the island. Yeah, I basically cut an island or forest for it. I don't have that many tap lands, right? I have Hedge Maze and sometimes Botanical Sanctum. Yeah, I can afford to play a tap land, I guess. So let's do this. Maybe I can cut a Maybe I can cut a forest and an island and add a swamp? That crazy? So that would put us back on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swamps. 7 with that, which I like. And then green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 green. Okay, that's not enough. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue. 8 blue's okay. Yeah, let's cut a swamp for a forest still. Sure, I guess we'll try it this way. I don't... Oh, have I been forgetting Generous Scent? I might have been forgetting Generous Scent. I don't think I was originally, though. So that's just an extra blue and green. I think that's still correct to do it this way, but yeah, okay. All right, well, we'll try this. It's an interesting deck. We'll see how it performs. I'll see you in round number 1. All right, here we go. We get to be on the play. Very nice. The lag is still with us, blessedly. Wasteland, Forest, Unearth, Malcolm, Oko. Is this a hand? I can sack this for a card, which is something. I can cycle Unearth. I think I actually am supposed to keep this. Obviously, we need to draw blue, but I got a few ways to draw cards. I think it's okay. Got the Wasteland to potentially do something here. I don't know if I waste on turn 1. Well, I guess I won't have that choice. Like a bolt or something. Or, yeah, okay. Kill the fungus, fine. Not happy about it, but what can you do? You're a strip mine. Yeah, I guess with 2 colorless lands, I will just use one here. That seems fine. Hopefully you don't have other 1-drops. And just kind of buy, like, us both basically skipping a turn is kind of nice for me, because I'm just looking to, oh. Okay. I need this Oko to be online really soon. That's not good. If I draw Mox this turn, that would be really nice. Otherwise, we're in a bit of trouble against the Soul Ring, obviously. Let's see what's going on here. All right, well, we did draw Blue Source at least, which is not bad. It's no Mox, but I will take it. Get to Malcolm here, and then Oko. We'll have to see if we still Oko the Soul Ring or do something else. Obviously, they're playing a 4-drop here is a terrifying thought. A Rabble Master. Okay, that's fine. Probably still Oko the Soul Ring. I don't know. It's tough. Oh my god, there's more. Ugh. You really don't like that. Let's play Malcolm. I was gonna not attack with it, but now I might have to. This is not good. A fast bond. Not terrifically helpful at the moment. Yeah, I guess I attack. I mean, they can just kill this with the Grim, so trying to leave it back to block doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So we'll come with Malcolm, see what we draw. I don't know what even helps me at this point. Because our deck's so removal light, it's going to be tough to deal with this board when we have gotten behind. I mean, Soul Ring's a good card. What can you do? There's a reason they killed our fungus. Um, yeah, if nothing significant changes, I mean, I guess I play the Oko and still hit the Soul Ring and just give them a massive army. That's not good either. I mean, I could not attack, play Ballista, kill the Lavamancer, try to block the Goblin, but like the chances they just have another shock are pretty good anyway. I don't think that makes sense, and trying to dig into some other cards might be useful here. It's possible I need to find the entire fast bond combo to have any shot. If I Oko the Soul Ring, I'm getting attacked for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not ideal. But Okoing a Rabble Master doesn't really do anything either. So, yeah. Okay, hit the Mox now. It's a little late now. So I guess it lets me make a bigger Walking Ballista. That's kind of nice. Okay, let's dump on Earth, think. How many black anyway? Then we'll go for Mox, Ballista for 2. And just kill the Grim, have a 1/1 left over. Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Go. We'll see what other lands they play. I may end up cutting this Wasteland on the next game here. Ping that, pass the turn. And now I can try to block the Rabble with the Malcolm, I guess. Yeah. Act for millions here. I'm going to take it. Like I said, I can also Oko the Ballista, which makes it a 4/4 to begin with, and then I can still ping stuff. Well, ping one thing. Kill it, okay. It's fine. I'll blow up a goblin. It's just more stuff. Yeah, they're really utilizing that Soul Ring quite well. It's very annoying. Now they have potentially Flashback Firebolt an option. Sylvan's not looking very good here. I think I just gotta attack again. I don't know what I'm looking for, but the Firebolt just means this is not gonna work out super well for me if I stay back. Tidebinder. Okay, Tidebinder and Rabble Master's kind of a thing. Maybe. I think discarding Sylvan. Do I play the fast bond or keep it around to discard? I'm gonna play it. I don't know what it does for me, but sure, why not? I'll Tidebinder the Rabble, I guess, here. Let's do that. They still kill the Tidebinder, but at least they don't get their Goblin, and the Rabble Master doesn't get bigger, all that stuff. Right, they don't immediately remove it. That's good. Carry on attack with both. I'm going to block the Rabble still, because obviously the Shaunus protection goes away after it dies. I don't particularly want them getting a treasure either. It's possible they're more than one color, so if the treasure unlocks that, that would not be great for me. 10 here. I mean, we'll see what else they have as a follow-up. Okay, hopefully it's just Firebolt. Yeah, okay. That's not bad. That is actually not that bad. We're at 10. They have 2 cards left. I hit a Windswept Heath, which is okay. They can get various blue sources. I think I'm going to Oko my Mox. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I don't have that many expensive cards. Suppose I could Heath first and get my Surveil on, but I'd rather do that at the end of their turn. Just gives me more information. So yeah, we'll go for Oko. Hit my Mox. And yeah, we'll see what they do. At the very least, it holds back the Goblin token. It can trade with the Piggy Bank if I wanted to. So not. Mox 3/3. And let's see. And then even if they remove it, they still don't have lethal on the Oko here, which is good. See who they attack. If they're coming at Oko, I think I'll just let them through. If they're coming at me, I might block. Let's see here. Obviously, they could like hit it and then have a follow-up burn of some kind, but I don't think blocking makes sense. Just let the Oko take some damage here. Okay, they might be flooding. Get our Surveil land. Watery Grave. No. I mean, despite the fact that I don't have a black source, I think I need action. Dump that one. Draw. Hit a 5-drop, obviously. Alright, let's make a food. Little awkward, but, you know, it's fine still. Alright, pass. Might block the pig bank now. Needs to happen at some point. I don't want the Oko going to 1 ideally, so alright, fine. I'll trade. Let's see if you have another color of card. At least now I have the food token to activate as well, and maybe I can play this treachery at some point. We'll see. Alright. To find out if they have another color. Razor in. Okay, that's fine. Two. Reanimate. Ah, they did have another color. Reanimate on the Rabble Master. Okay, that's 2. Alright, hopefully we draw land here. See if I regret that Mox decision. Psychic Frog. You know, that's not a terrible one. That blocks pretty nicely here. Let's Oko my food. Oh wait, I can't play the Psychic Frog. Never mind, that was a terrible draw. Okay, well, the turn. They're playing black as well. I probably will keep the Wasteland. If they can remove this, I'm in trouble. But if they can't, there's a chance. Also at 8, they can all come at me, I guess. No, they're going to keep pummeling on Oko. That's fine. I will trade with Rabble Master. I think let Oko go to 1. So I'm hoping to just treachery this Razorkin guy. I could just eat the Razorkin, but I think this is better. obviously close. We like seeing lands from our opponent. They have another black card they're going to play. I mean, they must, right? Otherwise, why would you sack there? Sense. So their last card is a black card. Let's see what it is. Duress me. That's not ideal. Not ideal. Treachery. A lot was writing on that treachery. Okay, well, hopefully I draw black source. Okay, I did draw black source. Granted, I can't pump the frog now, but at least it blocks the goblins, I guess. Alright. I want to Oko something else. I don't think so. I think I just make a food. Play the frog. Wasteland their black source. Go from there, I guess. Oh, they're not going to attack with the goblins? I would throw away a goblin to kill an Oko, yeah. I think makes a lot of sense. So now I have the option of eating a goblin or just chump blocking. I think I eat a goblin. Oko's good, but frog might be better. Obviously, if they can just kill it, that's annoying, but good chance any burn spells can go to Oko anyway. I guess I'll sack this now. Oko gone, there's no reason to really keep it. As well as some extra life. You know, Jace is interesting. The Arena of Glory actually makes it a bit awkward, huh? I mean, I think I attack with the frog, despite the fact it's going to cause me pain. I'll go to 8, and they attack me. I'll probably Fate Seal them. Alright, let's go. Playing a dangerous game here. That duress really did hurt. Subtlety. Aw. Subtlety's interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep Subtlety open, because now, if they just attack, I can go to block the Razorkin. If they try to Arena of Glory something, I can hit it. Yeah, that feels like the place to be. Jace will have to wait a moment. Yeah, perfect. I will most likely Subtlety, whatever this is, but what it is. Gut, yeah, I will do that. Does mean I don't get to block for profit, but obviously not them not having a gut is good, and then I can Fate Seal it away. So you put it on top, somewhat predictably. Yeah, they don't get to attack me now. Could still attack them with a frog, potentially. Alright, there's no chance they block the Razorkin. Go to 6. It's a little bit dangerous. I killed them? Hold on. I can't kill them, right? Not quite yet. But soon, actually. Okay, let's stack with Frog. Should probably jump it. Actually, I have a ton of cards in my graveyard, so I can jump it. That. Might as well not let him jump with the goblin token. We'll get rid of Sylvan, Oko. And then do I want to discard a card to make it more? Them to 7. Then 5. Yeah, I actually think I do. And try to set up a 2-turn lethal here. Okay. Jace. Bates you. That on the bottom. Looked at the card. I would like to use ability. They can't haste anything because the Arena of Glory is exerted. So I shouldn't die here. Dragon's Rage Channel, yeah. Do anything. I guess that's flying, but I can bounce it with Jace. Is that enough? Let's see. 5. Yeah, because I'll draw a card here. Fine. Yeah, so I can bounce with Jace, attack for 7 in the air. Yeah, that like it works. All right. Whew, did not think we're getting out of that one. Does look like Wasteland actually has targets. We have the Blood Grip and the Arena of Glory, so we'll keep it in. Playing against red aggro. Does that change anything I want? I don't think so. Preacher maybe is like a little bit better. It's kind of tough to burn. It's a nice big blocker. Maybe I could try that instead of what? Treachery? Jace is actually a little awkward against them, to be honest. I could maybe cut the Jace. It kind of gets attacked. Chris and Oko protect themselves really nicely, so I don't need to be worrying about that one. Cavern Bat's a little worse as well, but it's still okay, I think. Yeah, I think actually I'm going to cut Jace. Obviously it was good there, but rather just have another nice blocker that can also function as an attacker if the situation calls for it. Yeah, this has generous end, which I guess can't get a black source. Hold on. Yeah, I never ended up getting a green black land. That's unfortunate. Yeah, maybe it's a mulligan then, because I can't play like any cards in my hand. That's unfortunate. Unearth Grist is a nice combo. Ugh. Mana has not been working out. Let's keep this. Put back Malcolm, I guess, because if I draw blue, I have a different thing to do with it anyway. Okay. Well, a double blue card is not exactly what I was looking for. Here we are, I guess. White's currently only a 2/2. But if I sack this, it'll be a 3/3. That's... Right. Dragon's Rage. Sure. Kill my thing so they can play a Soul Ring. Oh, man. Alright. Blue source? Okay, that is a blue source, and I can play it next turn, so I can go white this turn, Oko next turn. That's not bad. And then it's a 3/3 Vigilance. That's kind of big. Yeah, there's a Soul Ring, as expected, right on schedule. But they should only get one use out of it unless they play something truly terrifying here. I can Oko it. We'll see. I guess it doesn't take much, to be honest. Yeah, Braid is already pretty good, but I'm still going to Oko this whole ring, I think. It's just too much. The Oko will probably die afterwards, but just I think turning that into a 3/3 is probably correct. The fact that we've had the fungus and they've had to kill it every time is kind of funny. Oh well. Alright. Anything good? Swamp isn't particularly good, no. Yeah, I'm gonna Oko the Soul Ring. Oko goes to 1. And then probably dies, but I get a food out of him. It's not great, but I think letting them have a Soul Ring is probably not correct. Alright, let's do it. Alright. That. And I don't know, we might just lose this because our hand's not very good, but actually let's have more lands. Total Lelia. Ugh, that's disgusting. Okay. At least they can't hit a land off of it now, but still pretty messed up. Flame Slash, sure. If I could draw a second blue so I can at least Treachery the Lelia, maybe we have a shot of some kind, but play it. Goblin, Rabblemaster, and Pyrogoyf. Dead. I'm gonna take the Pyrogoyf, I suppose. And then lose the Goblin Rabblemaster. That'll be fun. Yeah, I don't think we were beating this hand really at any point. Like I have a Wrath in my deck or anything. Mountain, of course. I guess it's a good thing in this case, but block. Don't really give them their Pyrogoyf. Out of 10, they're gonna play Rabblemaster. Oh, Smuggler's Copter, even better, sure. And our double blue card, excellent. All right, well, let's try not to get run over this time. I still don't think Force of Vigor is worth it. Smuggler's Copter and Soul Ring, quite enough. Don't really want to Metamorph. Yeah, just gonna run it back and hope. All right, here we go on the play. Ah, nice to get just a decent hand one time. That Wasteland was a strip mine, I'd be a little more interested, but I don't think I can keep this. Okay, I mean, this is better. It's got some 2-drops. Just put back the Strix. Let's go with Hedge Maze. Yeah, I should probably keep that on top. I have enough black cards in the deck that it's going to be worth it. Soul Ring every time? No, Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay. Don't love it, but it's fine. Question is Sylvan or Malcolm? I think Sylvan. It is early enough that I can maybe pay some amount of life. And Malcolm likely just gets killed by a burn spell anyway, so I can hold it for a bit later. Next turn probably go Bill plus a land. I'm not going to be able to pay a ton of life into Sylvan, but just being able to rearrange my draws early in the game is not bad. Depending on how things go, maybe I can do some life payment. So obviously this is a deck that it's pretty tough against. All right. Let's see what our opponent's got here. Against the Sylvan Library. Delta, okay, okay. They do have access through black now. They don't have a Soul Ring. If they're just playing a 2-drop, I feel kind of okay. We'll see. The Otawara at some point. He did. Yeah, our opponent went to their attack step without doing anything else. I imagine they're going to attack us with the Dragon's Rage Channeler here. I assume they're just experiencing lag, but maybe they're thinking could be a complicated turn. Glad to see like no haste creature, nothing like that. So we'll see if they come in here at some point. Go. I do apologize for all the cuts, but there's only so much I can talk about on turn 2. Oh, they're just doing nothing? That's... They have a Bowmasters or something? Is that what's happening? Why else would you pass on turn 2 in your aggro deck? Kind of just want to not use library. Is that crazy? I have a decent play anyway. This is extremely suspicious. I think I'm just going to not use library. Now let's go Bill plus a land. Look, if I'm wrong, then okay, but I don't know. It just something about that play doesn't feel right. If they want to burn the bill in response, then okay, sure, that's fine too. Just had the Abrade. I mean, it's possible they had both. I don't know. I just feel like I had a decent place. There wasn't any reason to use the library there, and running into Bowmasters in that spot would be so bad that I think it's just not worth the risk. I mean, maybe since they had the open mana, I could have just waited and tried to use Malcolm or Tashana at instant speed. Maybe that would have been better than going for the bill play this turn. That's certainly possible, but I think not using library was correct. For whatever that's worth. Alright. See what's happening here. Yeah, thinking about it more, I should have just played a land pass a turn. But I was kind of locked in on making the bill play this turn. So that's on me. I think that's a mistake, but it is what it is. We'll go from here. They're at least not putting on a ton of pressure with just the 1/1 Dragon's Rage. Doesn't look like they're very close to making a 3/3 quite yet. So let's see here. Maybe I can block it with Tidebinder at some point. Yeah, if they leave mana open again, that now I can Sylvan because I can just Tishana's Tidebinder in response if they do have the Bowmasters, and that's kind of a nice play anyway. It stops them getting the army and everything, so I think that's fine. Reanimate on the bill, okay. Well, I can Otawara that at some point, which will be quite nice. So I don't feel too bad about that. They get to make stuff bigger, but that's okay. I assume they have a land drop. If they don't, then okay. Was the only target either way, I guess. Because they can't ever activate it. So it's a little less powerful for them than it is for us. This opponent still thinking or lagging. See what happens. I guess they've been trying to mill something with Dragon's Rage to reanimate. They do now have a sorcery, an instant, and a land, so they're getting kind of close to doing something there. Okay. The Chromox. Just to surveil, or are they actually going to attach something to it? Kept on top. putting themselves down a card? They are. They get rid of a Flame Slash, and they're not even casting anything off it. It's a really interesting play. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. All right. Healed. Yes, he. Fungus is kind of interesting. I would like to use the ability. Mystic Confluence. Well, Mystic Confluence I definitely don't need right now. I would like a forest. Think. They don't want to play Otawara. I want to use Otawara. Do I fungus this turn is the question. Killing the Chrome Mox is nice. I mean, they played it for a reason, right? They probably have something in hand that they want to use it with. Tricky spot. I do also now have the Mystic Confluence, so I guess the Otawara is less relevant. I can just bounce Bill with the Confluence at some point. Man. I don't really want to pay life against them. I think... Do I play the Otawara? Do I kill the Chrome Mox? These are all interesting questions. I don't want to just kill the Chrome Mox. Could be really bad, though. Having Tidebinder as an option is also kind of nice. All right, let's go. We may just keep the forest and I pass. I'll have Tidebinder and Otawara up. I guess Malcolm if I need that. Okay, let's do that. Let's go top. Oh no, the lag. The lag is colossal. Top. Play a forest and we'll pass. It's a little bit passive, let's say. But we're still at 17, so I'm not like dying that quickly. And I think between Otawara and Tidebinder, I'm protected from at least a decent amount of stuff. I don't think I'm going to Tidebinder the Bill. Maybe, but probably not. That's okay. I still don't have Delirium. I can just block that. It's probably what I'll do, to be honest. Bill's staying back. Interesting. I'm just gonna go for the block here. If they have a kill spell, okay, fine. I guess the only downside to this is they do kill it. I take 3 more damage because the Dragon's Rage... Well, 2 more damage. Dragon's Rage will get buffed. But that's okay. Right there. I think it'll be fine. They stuck a bunch of counters on that. Now they can play something. Play some expensive One Ring. Okay. Would have been nice to have Tidebinder against that, I will say, but I might still be okay. Artifact creature. Yeah, I could go to Wara the One Ring. And then look to counter it later. gonna get tricky. The One Ring does make things complicated for sure. It does turn out blowing up the Chrome Mox wouldn't have done anything, so at least that. I'm pretty sure the little guy just destroys and doesn't exile, because if it exiled, that would obviously solve some problems. Gonna get interesting from here. I wonder why they didn't attack with the bill. They just were just worried about Malcolm and they want to trade. That's the only thing I can really think of. Okay, my timer is just ticking down as we sit here for no reason. It's exciting. All right, let's take our turn here. We do get to Sylvan. It was this. Yeah, it's just destroys. That's special. Yeah. How do I do this? Do I pay life? I'm not under that much pressure life-wise. But I guess if I'm Otowaring this turn, I don't necessarily need Mystic Confluence quite yet, though it is good to have as an option. All right, let's go top, pay 4, play a Strip Mine, pass. The plan is, if nothing changes, to bounce the ring and then counter it on the way back. But obviously, I might just have to counter something now. Because they have 4 cards now, so it's going to be tricky. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's not really a big deal. Bombardiers. Yeah. Counter that. That's so annoying. Alright, so we'll double counter that and return a creature. Counter. Bounce. Don't love it because they now still have 3 mana left over, but see what we can do. Alright, so that's stack resolved. They're playing a Grim and passing. That's fine. It's the ability. Okay, well, I got a fetch land, which is kind of nice. I don't think I care about the fungus. I can just use the fetch here. Let's go. Top. Top. Play Bill. Play a fetch. Counter on this. Let's use the fetch. Get a basic. Another counter on this. And I want to Otawari the ring right now. I think I do. It slows them down a significant amount, so let's do it. One. Oh, it costs 1 less, right? Go 3. And let's strip us. Well, yeah, let's strip a swamp. That's all right. Here we go. The time is going to start to matter, which is extremely annoying. Mostly just empty geo lag that's causing that problem. But here we are. One ring again. 12. They didn't have a non-basic to fetch, or they didn't want to, maybe. Kind of annoying. I think I have to. Psychic Frog. Okay, Psychic Frog's pretty good. Let's go. Top. Top. Play the frog. Play the Malcolm. And I don't know, try and figure something out to do. I guess the Malcolm isn't so good in the face of Grim, so maybe I just save that for dumping to Frog. I think I'm losing this, though, honestly. The ring is pretty tough to overcome. Oak Shriek. Didn't do anything about that one. Bill. I can't really attack, but might have more removal. Headliner Scarlet. Yeah, that'll certainly let them attack. Thinking for 6 at least, 7 potentially. Yeah, I think I'm dead now. Wait, did they not target me with Headliner? Okay, no. Yeah, we're just dead now. All right. That's unfortunate. One Ring was a pretty tough one. Definitely good in aggro deck, I guess. And our draws just didn't quite line up in a way to stop it. The Tashanda's Tidebinder was unfortunate. Obviously, I didn't know about the One Ring at the time, so I couldn't. Well, I could have saved it, but I didn't think it mattered at the time. And then, yeah, the Odawara Confluence, but I could not let him have Broadside Bombardiers. That was too much. If that was something a little bit weaker, I could potentially consider letting that resolve, but Broadside would have just killed me too quick, so. All right, well, that's going to do it for that one. I'll see you for match number 2. All right, here we go for round number 2. I took a break for a day or two. Supposedly lag issues are fixed now. We'll see about that. I am going to keep this hand. It's got all our colors. It's got some 2-drops. Not the most impressive showing, but I mean, it's got some aggression going for it. Don't like seeing birds. I guess I lead on the basic. I don't think there's any reason to play the Zern Orb. The Baleful Strix, I prefer to keep in hand for subtlety purposes here. Springheart and Antuco on the birds and then play a land. I mean, that's fine. They can't pay, so it's not like you get an extra birds. They just get a land or a little guy. They're gonna play more stuff. Sure. Soul Guide Lantern is annoying to an extent for us, but we have other things we can do. There's a Strip Mine, okay. It just became more annoying. That's okay, though. Let's go Trop, and I think I go Bill here. Because I'd really like to play my 3-drop on 3, so let's just play this so I can get value off it next turn. Mono Green doesn't have a ton of ways to remove this kind of card anyway. So, let's see. Well, things do seem a bit more snappy, which is nice. Dark Depths, uh-oh. That could be bad. I guess I have the Strip Mine to potentially deal with any shenanigans in that department. The Fanatic of us, okay. We're certainly doing some stuff. I guess attacking with the Birds of Paradise. That I don't think is going to bother me too much. Yeah, I mean, I could just keep up Strip Mine, but that seems a little bit crazy, right? Maybe I'm supposed to. I could play like White or Baleful Strix and just keep up Strip Mine in case they have some Dark Depths situation happening. I can stop it. Delay my Ursine by a turn. But I kind of want to just get the Ursine out, honestly. Feels important. Let's just do it. After that, we can start worrying about Strip Mine. Maybe I should have played Strip Mine anyway. I don't know. Because now I can't play a second blue for Subtlety while also keeping up Strip Mine. Let's do Exhaustion. Okay, so they can exile my graveyard if they want, but that's not the end of the world here. Might cause them to trigger this early, which would be nice because, you know, Strip Mine combos, obviously. Right, Basic Forest doesn't bother me too much. Okay, if they're making more birds, they're probably not doing anything too scary this turn. Or at least not anything too expensive, I suppose. Maybe something scary still. Right? I don't think I'm going to lose to a 1-2 flyer. Bird Maiden, not... I'm going to get the job done. They might want to sack their Soul Guide at some point here if they don't have any action. We'll see, though. Maybe they have a crop rotation or something going on. I'm just going to play the Strip Mine here. Go ahead and stack the counter on the Ursine. And go ahead and attack with it. Right? Attack for 6. I mean, it's kind of a real clock. I guess I'll play white now. I still like the idea of keeping up Baleful Strix for subtlety if I need it, so let's just do this. Not that this is like amazing, but it is a 3/3. It might get bigger at some point. Like they are going to go ahead and cycle that, which is fine by me. Now, if we draw our walk in the closet, things are looking kind of nice. All right. Got the Windswept Heath for lots of counters as well. I put one on the white. It becoming a 4/4 is kind of nice, but they have so many chump blockers, I'm probably better off just stacking everything on the monstrosity and going in on the trample as hard as I can. I think that makes more sense. Opponent has 6 mana, so I mean they could do potentially a lot. But the Strip Mine does shut off any Dark Depths situation kind of nicely. So that's at least that. Let's see. Can the Swimsuit Heath get more blue? I have a Hedge Maze. And Triome. So yes, but it's going to be tapped. I have to decide if I want to try to do that and... Yeah, it's interesting, because I'd like to be able to hardcast the Subtlety, but then I have to decide if I'm going to play the Baleful Strix. It'll kind of depend on what we draw. If I don't draw any action, I probably just play the Strix. Although having the Subtlety up is really nice. And the Strix isn't really doing anything other than cycling, so maybe that's not even worth it. Kind of depends on what they do as well, but like this Ursine Monstrosity is starting to be kind of a big deal. They're going to crop rotate that instead. Okay, I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. For a Gaia's Cradle. Well, I'll definitely be killing the Cradle. Suppose I may as well do it now, because they're about to get another creature, so... Let's just destroy it. Alright, well, I'm liking the Wasteland in this matchup. They have Gaia's Cradle and Dark Depths. Okay, they go for the little guy. They have 5 more mana. I mean, they Crater Hoof me here, and not much I can know about that. Well, actually, there is. I have a Subtlety. But, let's see what this is, shall we? This is the Hoof. It's a Green Suns for 8. Can't hoof that, unfortunately, or Subtlety that, rather. So yeah, I'm getting Crater Hoofed, and I'm probably dead. I have a lot of creatures. This is 24. I mean, I'm not dead, but I'm pretty dead. Oh, wait, the Crater Hoof can attack also. Yeah, never mind. I am dead. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Gaia's Cradle is a pretty good card. Okay, so we're just playing this mono green ramp with like a land's sub theme. Okay. Metamorph's interesting. If they obviously it doesn't work very well against Crater Hoof, but there's other big things they might play that it could be nice against. I don't think any of the rest of these really matter much. Man, the fact they didn't have the Crater Hoof, but had the Green Suns for it is pretty rough. What looks mediocre here? Insidious Fungus. I didn't see much I want to destroy with it, so I can see cutting that one. That stuff all looks good. That stuff all looks good. Yeah, I think that's gonna probably be a reasonable swap, is to change out Fungus for Metamorph. Let's see how it goes. We'll be on the play. Okay, I do have this. So I have blue, green, black. Yeah, okay, I have all my colors. Looks fine. Let's keep. A little bit mana heavy hand, but I got a Cycler, I got a Bill. It's not too bad. I can unearth either of these creatures, though. Against the mono green deck, Earth does lose a little luster, it feels like. And of course, Otawara doesn't have to be a land. I can use it as a spell here. I even have Bristly Bill to make it cheaper, which is nice. Our opponent mulligan, that's always a nice sign for us. I'll have to decide what to lead on. Leading on the Strix is kind of interesting. I could then play a Bill and put the counters on the Strix. Maybe start getting it in the air. We'll see what they do. I imagine they'll start on an Elf, because why wouldn't they? But obviously leading with our tap land, and see what happens from there. Mana Dork. How about that? And lack of removal in this deck is a little bit of an issue. Yeah, I would like to maybe draw something better, so let's just start with the Baleful Strix. You know, Fast Bond's kind of interesting. I guess it's not really that good here. They have Mox too. Ugh, it's gonna be nasty. Okay. And Fnatic. Okay, so they're just ramping like crazy. Sure. Draw Watery Grave. Okay, well, let's go Bill. Let's go Forest. Counter on the Strix. Field. Play a Fast Bond. Play a Watery Grave. Don't pay the life. I'm gonna try to kill them with a flyer, I think. It's kind of silly, but it's what I've got right now. Keeping the Otawara in hand for the time being. Yeah, I mean, I can use the Bill's ability time soon. Not nothing. Probably don't like whatever this is. Yeah, 6 drops are good. Green Suns for 5. Okay. What is this gonna be? Ah, boy. Just a tramply boy. Alright, that's fine. A double exalted's kind of a thing. Okay. Take 7, sure. Draw Jace. That's interesting. I could bounce the worm. But I can do that with Otawara. For like, when is it? It's 3, right? I have 1 legendary. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Could cycle an Earth. If I attack them right now, it's for 6. I can't really spend the mana on this. They go to 10. I mean, Jace bouncing the worm is not horrible. Kind of buys me a lot of time because They're gonna have to replay the worm and then either kill Jace, which means they're not attacking me, or attack me, sure, but then I have a Jace up next turn. That's good too. 6, they go 10. Yeah, I think this is right. Get this thing out of here, attack them for 6. Alright. It's hard for them to kill me from this position in a single turn. If they just kill Jace, I feel okay about it. Yeah, that's fine. They could get in for 1 against me if they want. Not really a big deal. Oh, they're just gonna hit me for 1,000,000. Okay. That is acceptable for a wasteland. Okay. Can I just kill them here? Play land, this becomes a 5/5. Play land, it becomes a 6/6. Put counters on it. Yeah, it feels like I can just win. Land. Let's go land. Let's go this. And attack them for 11. What a silly game. I mean, they could have something here, but what am I going to do? Not go for the win? All right. Well, that's the first time I've won in this particular fashion. Kind of interesting. Balustrade worm, huh? All right. Yeah, I wish I had some way to deal with their little guys, but we just did not get like any removal. Gonna be a tough matchup, I think. Balance. I don't think I have a good way to splash that. Yeah, not really. Walking ballistas may be okay, but it's probably a little too slow. All right. Could play Preacher. Having a Death Touch blocker against some of their stupid stuff like that worm is not bad. What's bad, though? I kind of like all my cards, I think. Treachery looks kind of nice here, too. All right, let's run it back. And see what we can do here. I mean, I like this start. Get to, well, no, it's good. I mean, I can't quite Jace. I can't quite walk in closet, but Malcolm should get some value and obviously strip mine. Looked pretty good against them, so it's not bad. They're obviously going to have a mana dork because they have one every single game. I don't need the Sanctum yet, but do I want to have it out? Let's just go Swamp Sapphire for now. I will probably play the Sanctum very soon, but and I don't think it makes sense to strip mine here. I'd much rather get the Malcolm out. If they attack, I probably will trade. Guide, okay. Yeah, I think as much as I do like Malcolm, I think cutting them off of lands is, or well, mana in this case, not lands, is kind of nice. Right. I guess I'll play the walk-in closet. There's not really any reason not to. I mean, it tells them not to necessarily cycle the lantern right away, but what else am I gonna do? I guess I could strip. Could strip them down to 1 land. They obviously don't have another mana dork. Kind of interesting. Maybe that's good, actually. I know if they hit another, like if they hit a non-basic that I want to kill, this could end up being bad, but just do it for now. And then at some point I can go walk-in closet into just replay strip mine if they're, well, I guess this is always up, but yeah, they're going to cycle it. So now I might have them strip mine locked at some point here. Okay, let's go Sanctum, play the closet. It's the turn. And we'll see if they have something. If they don't, they're pretty dead. Oh, they have a channel. Okay. Depending on what this is, I need it to not be an Emmercool or like some non-creature thing. If it's just like some big Eldrazi other than Emmercool, I can just Jace it. But obviously it's going to be Emmercool because, of course. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I guess we're dead. That's the thing. I did what I could. I kept them off of double green, but, you know, if you're going to just naturally draw into channel Emmercool, I guess you're going to win some games. All right, well, we're off to an 0-2 start. Don't love it, but you know what? Let's see if we can pull out the old 1-2 here. All right, here we go. We do get to be on the play. I mean, you got to keep hands like this. It's pretty likely to be a turn 3 Oko. Definitely going to keep the Zern Orb in hand. It's not like I need it out early. It just exposes it to more stuff. And if I get Thoughtseize or something, there's no way they're taking Zern Orb out of this hand, so. All right, well, hopefully Sylvan will be good here. Let's just pray it's not an aggro deck. Ugh. A little frustrated by that last loss. It felt like we had him on the ropes, but the old Channel Emmercool. Yeah, they did duress me. Okay. They take Sylvan or Oko. Can't imagine you take anything else. Obviously depends a bit on what's in their hand. All right. Gonna need a little bit of luck here. They take Sylvan. Do I play Walking Ballista for 2? Well, maybe. They did take the Sylvan. Sort of the default choice, I think. Tidebinder. I guess I will. Once I draw a third land, I'm going to have other things to do with it than Walking Ballista, so I might as well have it out. If they play like the Bat or something, it'll be nice to have it. And it can potentially chump for my Planeswalkers. Oko can also make it into a 4-4, which is kind of nice. They play a Menador, can kill it. There's a lot of things a 1-1 Ballista can do. I may as well get it out there. Well, it can't kill Delighted Halfling, I suppose, but it's all right. Okay, can I draw a land, please? No, of course not. That would be nice, and we can't have nice things. Oh, boy. Getting absolutely ruined by duress does not feel good. Now we're probably losing. Being a turn behind with them having a halfling out, going to be pretty tough. I do have 2/3 of the combo. If I can find a fast bond, we would have infinite mana, and then we do even have Walking Ballista to sink that mana into. We'll see, though. They can have an uncounterable 4-drop. The uncounterable part obviously doesn't matter too much, but the 4-drop part certainly does. It's going to be like a Minskin Boo. Oh, a sneak attack. Okay. I mean, if I can draw a land for Tishana's Tidebinder, that could actually be kind of nice here. To draw land. Oko can't hit it, so not really any reason to play Oko. Let's just attack. And plan to Tidebinder the sneak attack. Obviously, if they just don't use it and I have to keep up 3 mana for the rest of time, I'll lose, but I'm kind of hoping they just do it. Obviously, it's extremely suspicious that I just passed the turn, but how can you resist? You got a sneak attack out. You got to use it, right? Counter this. Wait, artifact creature plane. Oh, this doesn't stop it permanently. Huh. Did not realize that. We'll still counter it. Stops it once, I suppose. I wonder if I'm supposed to let them put a creature in and then try to counter its ETB, because a lot of the sneak attack creatures have ETBs anyway. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I mean, you can kill it if you want. It's still going to counter that. They also didn't realize that it won't permanently shut it off. Okay. Trumpeting Carnosaur, into an Once Upon a Time, that's really not that bad. I mean, the Once Upon a Time can help them find more targets, I guess. But, you got a Thespian stage? Okay, that's fine. Do some black mana for something. Sylvan Carried, okay, that's fine. I mean, if Trumpeting Carnosaur is the best they could do, I really am not that scared. Retro not at its finest here. Let's just go Oko. Could make my thing into 4/4 and attack them. Is that good? Oko goes to 5. If they have a sneak thing, they can kill Oko anyway. And if they don't, they're attacking it for 1. I think this is fine. Pressuring their life total here sort of matters. It does turn my Walking Ballista off, but it's a 4/4 now. I can always Jace it back to my hand if I really need to. Okay, Dark Depths, and they have the Thespian stage. Gonna need to find her Strip Mine. That is certainly true. Lots of people are running stage combo here. So I basically have 1 turn. Okay, not ideal. Any Strip Mines unearth. I can unearth the Tishana's Tidebinder. That doesn't exactly work the way I want, does it? Okay, what are my outs here? I can play Walk-in Closet, and then if I play Zurin Orb, I can sack something and replay it, which kind of nets me a mana, but I can't really do a whole lot with that mana. I can cycle on Earth, hoping to hit land, I guess. I mean, if I have Walk-in Closet, Zurin Orb in play, I can... No, I can't even play the Jace next turn because the Catratram's tapped. Yeah, the Tidebinder Unearth thing doesn't really work very well, so I guess I will just cycle Unearth here. I mean, I don't know, maybe getting Walk-in Closet in play is good anyway, but a Swamp, which is not particularly useful, but I'll play it anyway, and then I suppose just make a food. Attack my opponent. Jump, that is fine. I mean, I guess I screwed that up. Maybe I was supposed to change my Zurin Orb into a 3/3 so I have lethal next turn. We'll see what I draw, but I need to force them to activate Dark Depths before the end of my turn. It's gonna be the way I can try and win this, but I guess they'll have to halfling to chump with anyway. Matter. They also have Wither Blueprint. So they went all in on the combos. Okay. Don't really care about Mox. I'm at 13, so surviving the Merit Lage is going to be pretty difficult. I guess I could gain some life off the food if I want. You also have Zurin Orb. So I could maybe survive a hit. But I would need to sack the food now if I want to do that. I'd go to 16. I have to sack 3 lands with Zurin Orb. I do have walk-in closet, so if I find Fast Bond, I'm still kind of okay. I have a 4/4 to block, so I can block that. Huh. Is that right? It's not like I have removal for these things, so that doesn't accomplish anything. I actually think I'm sacking this food. It's a weird line, but I think trying to survive a hit might be correct. Oh, I drew a Wasteland? Okay, new plan. We're going to Wasteland. Well, we're going to keep up Wasteland. Alright, let's go. Wasteland. They can't do anything in response, which is nice. Okay, well now I feel silly for sacking that food, but it's fine. There is still a sneak attack and a Witherbloom Apprentice in play, which is, you know, not horrific for me, but... yeah, let's play Walk-in Closet, I guess. Three. Suppose I'll play the Zern Orb at this point. In case that becomes needed. And then I guess I'll just make other food. Plan to exchange the food for the Witherbloom at some point. I'm still in a lot of trouble, but... Oh, they conceded? Really? With a sneak attack in play, they conceded? And in Witherbloom? Like, they had lots of outs. Okay. Well. So we're playing against Sneak Thespian Stage Witherbloom combo. That'll be interesting. I mean, I like the Fungus against Sneak Attack. Force? They had a Mox. Didn't have a ton else, but I mean, getting rid of Sneak Attack is pretty important. Metamorph can be okay. What would I cut for Force of Vigor? I could cut on Earth. Though they did have some removal, so it's not a bad spell. I could cut white just because it's sort of whatever. All this stuff. I don't think it's worth it. I don't know. Too often they're just going to be able to do it all in one turn anyway, so. Let's run it back, see what we can do here. Against the World Slayer. Mox and a Windswept Heath. Don't believe I can get black off Windswept Heath. No, I pretty much get a Trop or a Ketria Triome. Which means I can't really play a lot of cards. So probably have to mulligan. It's a little tempting to keep this on the draw, but I think too many black cards without a black source. Okay, gonna have to mulligan the Zurin Orb and 6 lands. I guess I'm keeping 1 lander Sylvan Library. Lovely. Well, I can't really be keeping Zurin Orb in a hand that's got this little material. I guess Walk-in Closet or Mystic Confluence have to go because they're just expensive. I'll put Mystic back. Walk-in Closet might do something. Who knows? Not feeling good about this, but, you know, you rarely do after you mull to 5. Our opponent starts on a Library of Alexandria. Sure, sure. Can this counter a library? I mean, it can, but it doesn't stop it permanently. Okay. Strip Mine would be an excellent draw. Or Wasteland, either one. I would take either one. Yeah, mulliganing to 5 and then having your opponent library is like pretty not fun. Okay. Well, I drew a land. That's good. Play Odawara and Sylvan Library. This can help make up the card advantage a little bit. If they're not pressuring my life total, I can draw a lot of cards off Sylvan and maybe do something. We'll see. Obviously, it's just already bad. And the fact that, you know, we started behind on cards to begin with is not going to help things, but this Sylvan lives and they don't attack my hand. I feel okay, maybe. We'll see. Kind of a lot of things need to go right for this to be good, but Jace. All right. Let's always yield. Draw 2 more cards. I didn't hit a land. Yeah, that's reasonable, sure. 8 life. That's the turn. Very nice. Not hitting a land in top 3 is kind of rough. Just behind on every conceivable metric here. Well, hopefully they just sneak me and end this ridiculousness. We do have a deck that's particularly good in library. I mean, we have Wasteland and Strip Mine. That's, you know, one of very few answers, or 2 of very few answers to the card. But yeah, the mull to 5 into drawing badly is probably not going to be it. Maybe like an X spell? Suns for 2. This thing? What 2-drop did they so desperately want? Oh, the Witherbloom. Sure, that makes sense. They just have it. That's also fine. Oh, I guess I'll let them discard themselves so I can look at their hand here. Fury Carnosaur, okay. Sneak and Snuff Out, already saw those. So Fury's the new one to potentially think about out of that bunch. And then Recurring Nightmare as well, okay. I mean, that is maybe a thing to Force of Vigor, but still doesn't really work that well. Yeah, I think we're just gonna run it back. Hope for the best. This is pretty rough. This deck ended up with very little interaction, turns out. Is that even true? I guess that's not true. I have Deep Cavern Bat. I have Mystic Confluence, Subtlety, Tishana's Tideband. I actually have a decent amount. It's just not been lining up very nicely, has it? All right, can we get a good 7? That would be lovely. All right, here we go. It's this hand. Can't cast any of my spells. I can keep my opponent off of their spells for a while. I mean, I'm tempted to keep it just because Library is such a brutal card. Fastmount doesn't really do anything. Even if I draw a green, get a white out. All right, we're going to keep. It's probably a bad idea. I want to play as well, so you don't swamp here. All right. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it makes me kind of glad I kept, I guess. Okay, drop is actually not bad. So let's go drop, fast bond. You can draw card, that's fine. Wasteland. Blow up your library. Pass the turn. Right, still have the strip mine. We have a white to play, which, I mean, is only a 2-2 right now, but yeah. Okay, we like seeing a tapped land. It's gonna be some huge thing to reanimate now. Well, they're thinking about it, so probably not. Kind of want to see them discard a land. Well, maybe not. I don't know, because that means they have a lot of lands in hand. I did discard a land. Oh, Billy's actually pretty nice. Let's go. Billy. Well, actually, hold on. Maybe I do still just want the white, because then I can sack the Billy to potentially get another blue source. Yeah, it's probably better, actually. Still gonna strip them. See what we can do from there. Let's see. Dark Depths. Okay, I mean, kind of a sign of weakness, unless they have a way to do something cool off of it. Okay, I like Botanical Sanctum. Let's go Billy. 1, 2. Play a Botanical Sanctum, put a counter on the white. Attack my opponent, and then I think I'll just sack Billy right away. An extra point of damage. I'm likely to do it anyway, unless they, like, take the Jace or something. But even then, I'm gonna want extra lands, right? Let's do it. I'll pick up Hedge Maze for the Surveil. I don't need double black for anything, so yeah, let's go Hedge Maze. That's fine. Wrist is good, sure. Up. All right. Go. See what our opponent's up to here. Takes some mana to activate a Dark Depths, even with various combos. You need to get some mana to activate your stage or play a Hex Mage or something, so I shouldn't be dying to it anytime real soon. Unless they go like Urborg Hex Mage. Let's see what they've got here. Okay, they just played a tap land and passed. So I'm probably just going to go Jace and draw here. I mean, Grist to have then more ammo for the white is also not bad. Because then I could keep up Mystic Confluence for sure next turn, which is kind of a big deal, to be honest. And I get to attack my opponent for even more damage. Maybe that's better. 2. Insect. I'm not going to sack it right away, but I probably will sack it on their end step. But if they play something I want to kill with Grist, then maybe I'd rather have the insect around. So let's just keep it for the moment. Okay, there's the stage. Still not quite enough. Sack this. Grab. I guess now I will grab the Watery Grave. Will not be paying life. Thank you. Land's pretty bad. Right, that doesn't even pump the white because that's a token, obviously. Let's go again. Box. Okay. So they still can't do anything this turn. So I should be able to just play Jace, but do I want to keep up a counter? No, because I kind of need the Mystic Confluence for later. So let's just go Jace now. 1, 2, 4. Draw. That's okay. Otawara's also okay. Have legendary creatures for that. Okay. I guess I'll play Bat this turn. So let's make sure I draw Mystic Confluence next turn. So I'll go Swamp Confluence. Play land. Guess I can attack first. The order probably too much. Attack you. Cavern Bat. Also is a potential blocker if I need it. Like a Vampiric Tutor or something? Dark Ritual. Oh. They gonna get me? If they have that plus a removal spell, they will get me. Huh. Okay. Didn't anticipate the Dark Ritual of all things. They have a 1-mana removal? They don't. Okay, and Snuff Out doesn't work, so I just have to take the Carnosaur, I guess. Nothing else really matters here. They can have a Recurring Nightmare and a Snuff Out. That's fine. Okay, I mean, now we should still win, because they're going to... they're going to attack me. I'm going to block. Yeah. Wrist, use Jace. All right. Well, I guess the Cavern Bat was a pretty lucky draw. I really was not expecting Dark Ritual there. That's funny. They don't have a ton of outs, but they do have some. I could sack the bat, but I don't actually want to shuffle my deck, so I will jump with it if that happens. All right, well, managed to win that one. Very lucky draw there at the end. I don't know. Was I supposed to just keep up the mana for Mystic Confluence? It didn't feel like it. We didn't see Dark Ritual before, but managed to get the win either way, so that's fine. Yeah, I guess that'll do it for this one. Interesting draft. Unfortunately, I ended up with a 1-2. Some pretty strong plays from our opponents, but you know, these things happen. As a vintage cube for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the ride as much as I did. If you did, consider hitting like, subscribe, all the good YouTube buttons. They help me out and I appreciate it a lot. That'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.